bank deposits and stocks and bonds, real estate, and various corporations. We have to assume what he hid was especially valuable, Raven.
That's just what I thought. Have you found the repository?
Yes, we have, but, well, the thing is, Raven, it's not doing you any good because we have the key you need.
And vice versa.
Exactly. It's a stalemate.
Good. Nothing gives me more pleasure than to make your boss suffer.
Mr. Whitney is hardly suffering, Raven. He has the Whitney fortune. You have nothing. But I'm willing to make a deal.
Oh, I bet you are.
You can have half of whatever the value is of the contents of that box if you let us use your key.
Half?
Yes.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
You have my promise.
Okay.
Where's your key?
Where's yours?
Mine is in my pocket, which means we can go to the bank right now.
Let's go.
Skylar, I don't want you to be overly optimistic about all of this. I really don't think April Scott wants to sell her station to just anyone.
But I'm not just anyone, Geraldine. I'm your nephew. And since she was interested in your purchasing the station.
Which I won't do.
Well, the next best thing be if I were to buy it. Keep it all in the family, so to speak.
Well, all I can do is tell her that you're interested.
That's all I ask. And if you could possibly manage to put in a kind word for me, if you can think of any, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I'll do my best.
Ah, Spencer, where have you been?
I'm sorry I deserted you, Scarlett, but I was taking care of some business, and I'm afraid some of it needs further attention.
You haven't even ordered lunch yet.
Well, I know, but I've found the solution to our problem concerning this. I assumed you'd like me to take care of it immediately.
Oh, yes, yes, by all means, do.
I will. Goodbye, Mrs. Saxon.
Spencer? Secrets, Skylar?
I don't like secrets any more than you do, Geraldine, but perhaps this is one I'll unlock today.
Mr. Foley, that virtually every question you asked is answered in that material. You could have saved yourself some time.
Well, I hope I haven't taken up too much of your time, Mrs. Carr.
No, of course not.
Now, you say these are your complete and original notes.
Yes, they are. I know it does seem to be a bit long, but I usually have to gather twice as much information as that which is put into print.
I understand, but you haven't left out anything important.
Well, I certainly hope not. I just left out those things I didn't think were interesting or relevant to the story.
Well, what interests me may be not relevant.
Oh. Well, you will see that I wasn't able to get too far with Jefferson Brown's life before he went to Switzerland.
That's just the problem for us. We don't know enough about Mr. Brown.
But you must have a file on him. I mean, he was in a very sensitive governmental agency. Surely he was checked out thoroughly.
Well, yes. He did have a full and complete security clearance, but then so did Fowler Wilcox, his employer, the man we believed had taken the missing documents.
Are you going to talk to his son, Damien Tyler?
Well, he is on my list, but I understand from Chief Mallory that he's been injured recently.
Yes, but it isn't serious, fortunately, but he isn't able to talk. That isn't going to make your job too easy.
My job has never been easy, Mrs. Carr.
Yeah, I imagine it isn't.
Well, it gets to be a lot more palatable when I meet someone like you.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Valerie. Oh, Mr. Foley, am I interrupting?
Well, we meet again, Miss Bryson.
That's right, you two know each other.
Oh, yes. Miss Bryson was the first person I talked to in Monticello. She and her friend, what's his name?
Jim Diedrichson.
Yes. Well, as you can see, I took your advice to come and see the lady that wrote that complete line of stories for the news. And I'm very glad that I did.
Well, good.
Well, I can see I'm probably keeping you two from an enjoyable lunch, so I'll be on my way. Thank you again, and I'll get these back to you just as soon as I can.
No rush.
Miss Bryson?
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was unexpected. Was he giving you the third degree?
Yeah, he was. One thing about Mr. Foley, he takes a great deal more than he gives.
We'll wait to order, Sid. Cliff and Didi are joining us if they get out of court in time. Oh, you two need some legal advice?
I don't think so. I'm not really sure.
What does that mean?
Well, Jody's the one who arranged this lunch date. She still hasn't told me why.
They're our friends, aren't they? Why shouldn't we have lunch with them?
Oh, you heard the lady say it's just a friendly lunch.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll bring you a couple of more place settings.
Come on, Jody. What's it all about? You asked those two for a reason. I'm sure you did.
Why does everything have to have a reason?
Because you made such a fuss about it, calling them downtown, practically yanking them out of the courthouse.
I did not. I simply called the number they left on the answering service.
You know what I think it is? I think you're afraid to have lunch alone with me.
That's ridiculous.
I know you. When you have something to tell me that you don't think I'll like, you make sure that there are other people around.
Well, all right, I guess that was my reason.
Okay. Then tell me now. What's going on?
I'm going, Gavin.
What?
Well, I'm going to the Eden Tricentennial pageant at Raleigh Castle.
Oh, no.
I'm also going with Chad Sutherland because that's the only possible way for me to get into this place. They're very, very stingy about the invitations.
I knew I shouldn't have asked. Jody, do you mean you're actually going to go through with this one-woman crusade of yours?
Gavin, it is no use forbidding me. It's not going to do you any good.
Hey, are you kidding? Me forbid you to do something? I wouldn't be that stupid. In fact, I was going to say fine. Wonderful. I think you should do it.
What did you say?
You heard me. I think you should go. You'd hate yourself if you didn't. It's okay. Go with my blessing. Under one condition.
Ha! Which is?
That I go with you, of course.
No, that's not possible.
If Chad can wangle one invitation, he can dig up two. We'll go over to the studio after lunch and talk to him.
I have talked to him. And he said that the invitation is for me only.
My dear Madame Kavanaugh, you are even lovelier in person than you are on the television screen.
Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Arnold.
Prego, siete. I was so delighted when you called. You see, as a public relation officer for my country, the Republic of Eden, I am somewhat of a media person myself. I was enchanted when I had an opportunity to meet a real media celebrity.
Well, thank you. Public relations is exactly what I've come to discuss with you today.
Oh, of course, though. A public relation officer for a nation is not the same as, let us say, a brand of toothpaste or a movie star.
Oh, yes, well, of course, I understand that. Nevertheless, you are staging a very important event this weekend at the Raleigh Castle. One that I'm sure you will consider a media event in the fullest sense of the word.
Oh, yes, we want very much and expect a full press coverage. Unfortunately, it does not include your very admirable news program on WMON.
Oh, really? Well, you are televising this all the way back in your homeland by satellite, aren't you?
Exactly. To our own country, to our own people. To those whom the 300th birthday of Eden has some significance. And those over there who have made the decision have decided in their wisdom that, well, that would be the full extent of the press coverage. Oh, I am so sorry.
Well, I must say I'm a bit baffled by that. I hope you understand my point of view when I say that I don't think that's the best decision. But I am sure that it's going to be a very exciting weekend.
Oh, yes, we will provide some kind of divertimento, amusement for the guests, but the real reason for the pageant is a serious one. A reminder of our great heritage.
Yes, well, you know, that really is a shame because my sister is going. You know, she's going as the guest of Chad Sutherland, who is the son of your country's president. Did you know that?
No, I did not. Well, I am so very happy for her. You may rest assured, Madame Kavanaugh, that I will give her your very best when I see her at the castle.
Is a good plea. I think why does he want to plead guilty?
Cliff, I don't see where that's going to make any difference in the outcome of the case.
You're probably right, but I don't want to spend the next 6 months.
Hey, you two, save your arguing for the courtroom, okay?
Sorry, sir.
You got two hungry friends sitting over there waiting for you.
Thanks.
Well, they certainly do look hungry, don't they? Think we ought to take a chance and sit down?
I don't know. They look pretty ferocious.
Don't worry, we won't bite.
Why don't you bite into a roast beef sandwich instead, huh?
Oh, I don't have any roast beef today, but How about a nice steak sandwich? That's a special.
Hey, terrific. Great by me.
Yeah, me too, Sid.
Just coffee for me. My appetite is gone.
So is mine.
Well, this is serious. You're on a hunger strike.
Sid, why don't you bring ours and maybe they'll get tempted.
Smart thinking.
Well, hey, don't stop fighting just because we sat down.
We weren't fighting.
The fighting's all over. I was knocked out in the first round.
Well, at least let us see the instant replay, huh?
Okay, what's up, you two?
Look, Didi, maybe this was a mistake. Maybe you and Cliff would be better off having lunch alone. This way you could talk about the law without fighting.
Hey, we love to fight. It's our favorite pastime, right? Let's play a game. Compulsory arbitration, all right? You go first.
All right, it's very simple, counselor. My girlfriend just told me that she's going away for the weekend with another guy.
I did not.
Well, then what did you say, Jody?
All I said was that I was going to a pageant at Raleigh Castle as the guest of Chad Sutherland.
Ooh, I think you have a very good case, Gavin.
Oh, wait a second. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not as though you have any romantic involvement. Is that right, Jody?
Yeah, of course. The only reason well, it's the only way I can get to this pageant is to go with Chad.
I see. She has opportunity, but does she have motive? I mean, what's the purpose of going to this pageant?
It doesn't matter, and I'm still going.
You realize, of course, that your silence makes you appear very guilty. Or is this just a case of female stubbornness?
Well, I object.
Overruled.
You can't do that. You're a lawyer, not a judge.
Oh, I forgot. Well, in my opinion as a lawyer, I think that Jody's actions in this case show a strong lack of faith in this situation, and I don't think that she should jeopardize a long-term relationship just for some stupid pageant that has no significance at all.
Wait a second. It does have significance.
What is the significance?
A long time ago, my family came from Eden.
Jody, biblically speaking, we all came from Eden.
Cliff, do you mind? I just found that out recently, and I thought if I went to this pageant, it would be a good way for me to find out about my heritage.
And you could risk being kidnapped again.
What was that?
Oh, wait. This is serious. Is that what you're afraid of?
Yes. The crazy radicals thought that she was somebody else. Someone from Eden. And if she goes there, she's going to be sticking her head back in the lion's mouth. That's why I'm worried. It's not Chad Sutherland.
Hey, Didi.
Troy, hi.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, you're not. As a matter of fact, this will give you a chance to meet some of my friends. You already know Cliff.
Yeah, how's it going, counselor?
No contendery. This is Gavin Wiley.
Troy?
Jody Travis.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Sorry I didn't get the last name.
Travis. Jody Travis.
Yeah, look, Didi, can I talk with you privately just a minute, please?
Sure.
This is important, Didi.
This is important too, Cliff. Excuse me, you two. Sure. Look, Troy, if you want to borrow money...
Look, Didi, it's nothing like that. I just wanted to ask you about that girl at your table.
Jody, what about her?
She doesn't have any, connections with Lorimer, does she?
Of course not. She wouldn't even know somebody like Eddie Lorimer, and I wish you didn't either.
Look, are you sure about that?
Yes, I am sure. Now, why do you ask?
Well, I mean, you never can tell about people. I mean, she looks like a cute, innocent kid, but, well, look, maybe she may be leading a double life or something.
Troy, Jody was one of the first people I met when I came to Monticello. And there is not a nicer, sweeter person in town.
Yeah. Look, if you say so.
Oh, no, I completely forgot that you were coming home for lunch.
You couldn't have forgotten about it completely. There's plenty of food in the refrigerator.
Oh, but you shouldn't have had to fix that by yourself. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's all right. Don't you worry about it. Not that difficult to make a sandwich, see? Look how nice that is. Very good, too.
It looks delicious.
It is delicious.
Well, there, you've just proved it. I'm dispensable.
No way in the world. Man does not live by bread alone, not even 2 slices of bread with a little egg salad and pickle in the middle. Well, something tells me you haven't had a good morning.
It was awful.
Well, I know exactly what happened. You struck out with Mr. Ronaldo, didn't you?
Struck out. I didn't even get up to bat. He wouldn't even listen to my suggestions for televising it locally. He only was concerned with his private plans for doing it.
Well, I kind of expected that to happen. After all, if he'd wanted press coverage, he would have made overtures to you, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, he said that we might get some footage after it was all over.
Edited by them, of course.
I tried to explain to him how live coverage was important to make it a real news event.
You didn't go for it?
No.
No? You see, it's obvious they're planning to keep very strict control over this celebration, especially with it being seen by everybody back in Eden.
Which made me all the more nervous for Jody. Oh, Miles, I am just sick about this.
Well, don't be sick. Come on, don't be sick. We haven't lost the war, just a little battle. Now, maybe we can find another way.
I know, but I'm going to go absolutely crazy if I have to stay here in this penthouse knowing that Jody is up there, possibly standing in front of a camera declaring that she is the great-great-great-granddaughter of the martyr of Eden.
We can't let her do that, Nicole. Too many people know the significance of that announcement.
I know we can't let her do that, so how are we going to keep her from going alone?
Well, she won't be alone. Chad will be with her.
Chad. Chad is her enemy. Well, not literally, but you know he's not going to be on her side, not this time. What are we going to do?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is calm down. Second thing you're going to do is eat a sandwich. See, I made 2 of them, and they are delicious.
I am not interested in eating.
Just
I don't
eat
even
a
see how
sandwich.
you can eat at a time
It's a
like
very
this.
good thing to do, to eat a sandwich. It calms you down. It's a very quiet, contemplative thing. Here, you munch away while I tell you how old Doc Kavanaugh might have come up with a way to get us to the pageant. Maybe.
What do you mean?
Well, I've been thinking about this all morning. I was wondering what Mr. Ronaldo's reaction to your offer would be, and I thought if he refused, that would be even further proof that the government of Eden is scared to death of publicity.
I agree with you, they are. That's because I think they're corrupt, just like everybody's been telling us.
Well, then maybe we can use their own fear against them. You still have that television script?
A documentary on Eden? Yes, it's sitting right there.
Maybe this can be our ticket to the pageant.
You know something, Skylar? On second thought, I'm not at all certain that I want you to buy WMON.
Why not?
Because I really don't think I want you as an employer.
I promise to be fair, kind, and generous. Well, well, 2 more beautiful women. This place is going to get a reputation for it.
I'll be right with you.
Nancy, I don't think the government actually knows who stole those documents. I mean, Mr. Foley seems a lot more interested in Jefferson Brown than Fowler Wilcox.
Mm-hmm. Which bears out what Damien has been alleging for months, that his father was innocent. It was Jefferson Brown who was the thief.
Why didn't they let us go into the vault and get the box ourselves?
It's not the way it's done, Raven. The bank officer will be bringing it into the room soon.
Yeah. I just wish you would hurry. The suspense is killing me.
It won't take long, I'm sure.
Here it is. Just buzz when you're ready to leave.
Thank you very much. Care to do the honors?
I can't. I'm too nervous.
All right.
It's just a stupid book.
It's not a book, Raven. It's a diary.
It's a stupid diary. It's probably not worth 50 cents.
Yeah, I see it.
There's nothing in it, hardly anything in it. I can't even understand what they're saying. This is horrible.
From 1980. The only entries are from March through June. BQ3, NB, NK5. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it probably did to him.
Well, of course it doesn't make any sense. You cheated me, Spencer.
We made a bargain, Raven.
Yeah, you told me there was something valuable in there and I could have half of it.
I told you you could have half of whatever we found in the box. Would you like me to rip this? I apologize, Raven. This is a memento from your late husband. You should keep it.
Miss Alexander.
Mr. Foley, hi. Mr. Foley, right?
That's right.
Oh, would you do me a favor? Could you get me a taxi?
Oh, actually, it won't be necessary for you to take a taxi. My car is parked just down the street.
Well, how nice of you.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Miss Alexander. I'm placing you under arrest. I have a warrant for your arrest on a charge of conspiracy to commit treason.
Will outside the edge of night.